What's good, everybody? It's your boy SBX coming to you once again with another video, and this time I want to talk about why is there barely any black anime shows or series. I'm trying to say is that there are black anime characters and they are featured on some shows, and there are some that is made from America's perspective that are like aspiring animators or whatnot. Also too, there's like certain anime shows that feature black people who are like the main characters, the main protagonists or whatnot. So there's some black anime shows like Afro Samurai. There is let's see, there's anime show on Netflix called Cannon Busters, and I'm not sure if this is considered anime, but the Boondocks have that anime type of influence or whatnot. But I would say that, you know, that there's more than just those animes or to be on like television, but there's like a Brazilian type of anime called Michigo and Haichin, but the main character, who's a female, is considered black, so she's kind of like Afro-Brazilian or whatnot. But it's the same developers who made Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo. But even though Samurai Champloo has that hip-hop flavor to it with the samurai culture with it, and have beats with like Nujabes and you know, these other music producers that did like the show. But I want to really say that I think that with anime from Japan, they need to embrace more of our culture a little bit. I'm not saying that they're very obligated to, because let's be real, I think anime shows more of a, you know, Japanese perspective. But if they want to go westernized, they focus on the white westernized things, you know. But then again, I'm not, you know, I'm not angry, I'm not mad about it, I'm not feeling some type of way of it, but I just think it could be something good to give, like, for black people who like anime, because there's a ton full of black people who love anime just like any other race in the world. You know, anime is a big influence for the black community as well, you know. But I feel that we need more black anime shows. Like, what I'm trying to say is that, you know, most of the times black anime shows don't really last long compared to all these other animes that relate to like Dragon Ball Z and One Piece, or the good animes that's been around for a short period of time or whatever, like the Death Notes and Fruit Basket and things like that. Sailor Moon, you know, one of the OG animes or whatnot. Astro Boy, you know, let's go. I mean, I'm a fan of anime. I can list on every anime that I can ever loved and watched in my life. But I feel that there are some type of ways that they can draw black people to be anime characters. I'm not denying that. There's some black people that were featured in certain animes, but I think it's time that Japan, if not Japan, there are some inspiring animators that are trying to put their work into play, but even for them it's hard to do it because they're not as, you know, getting the opportunity just like Aaron Magruder, who made the Boondocks. And, you know, some people don't really reconsider the Boondocks as an anime or not. But in my opinion, if it's formatted in an anime style drawing, even though it's not in Japanese, but if it looks like an anime, then it has to be anime. Because the Boondocks, let's be real, for the black community, the Boondocks is the closest thing to anime for black people. And also too, with Cannon Busters, if you never saw it, I highly suggest y'all to check it out. It's about it's like a black version of Trigun, but the difference is it has this guy whose name is Philly the Kid, who is wanted, and every time people try to kill him, he's always reviving back to life or whatever. But he has a gun, just like Bash the Stampede, and you know, ain't no putting that dude down. So it has that desert punk type of vibe. You get what I'm saying? If you ever saw that one, you know, listen to the band, you get what I'm saying. But anyways, I believe there's another anime on Netflix. I forgot the name of it. But to me, it feels like, you know, there's barely anime shows that relates to black people. You get what I'm saying? What's been going on in our history, because we have shitloads of history, shitloads of culture that we embrace. Like, they should have anime, like, for example, they should have animes that is comedy wise, because black people are very innovative when it comes to comedy, because there's tons of black comedy shows and comedy movies, and there's tons of anime shows that is comedy wise. But for black people, we are, I mean, I'm not saying that in an arrogant way, but we are very funny people. You know, we're making so much money on comedy. But what I'm trying to say is, like, we can need, like, black anime shows that is, like, reconsidered, like, for example, comedy on some action tip. If it's on some hood gangster stuff, like if it's like on that other anime show called Gangsters, or superheroes or black heroes for black anime watchers, or a drama, or if they want to go to the extreme, like on some yaoi or a hentai, it don't matter. I feel that, you know, we need more black anime shows, you know. In my idea, we should have like black samurais and black ninjas, niggas in the hood, like a New York, Chicago type of 1990s or early 2000s vibe. Anime that is like slavery. I mean, I'm not saying we should promote slavery in a negative way, but just tell the truth about it. It could be a drama series, it could be an action series, it can be whatever we put in perspectives, you know, because our history is there, you know, because there's so many animes that the Japanese people put that relates during their time periods, like anything to do with Edo Japan, or war, or robots, or something like that, the mega tech type of anime. Why not for black people? I mean, I'm not bitching and complaining about it. Like, again, I'm a fan of anime, and I fucks with anime really heavy, but I think it's time that black anime should get on a grind, you know. And how many times that so many aspiring animators want to make black anime and their shit is not really pursued. If it's not, you know, the only animation we do is like on some westernized type of tip, or whatever creation we want to do. But it will, what I'm trying to say is, like, if we have more black anime shows, think of how the cosplay will be. Think of how much money that it will make an investment for black people, and so much aspiring fans could look up to. You know, it's like back in the days, it used to have been hard to have like a black superhero or a black heroes to have their own comic books. Like, think about that too. If they would have black anime shows, it can have more anime, it can have manga, it can have whatever it can be, video games too, RPG. Like, I wish I could have finished school better, but I always wanted to see if I could illustrate, like, make up like a storyline for anime and do my own art to it. But I'm not really as good of an artist like I used to be, but I had so much ideas in my mind before the Boondocks was heavy, before people really got into anime like I did when I was a kid. So to me, I'm just saying, like, I really don't know if Japan would reconsider doing that, because it's like they're very one-sided people who just focus on their reality or just the westernized white type of anime. Because to be honest, what I'm trying to really say is that, you know, they will do black anime characters, but it does not have a good description of this. Like, you know, like how they draw the big lip type of coon type of anime that the racist type of Looney Tune band cartoons would have done. Like when they look at black people, we're the big pink lip um type of super brown dark skin with them big old beady eyes on some Uncle Ruckus type shit. But in all actuality, black people have so much features and have so much like detail within our body's perspective. We have hairlines, we have afro, we got braids, we got different styles of dreadlocks, but it's not in their way of just drawing how detailed black people are. That's the problem. We're not drawing into certain details of what black people should look like compared to reality. But if it's their own people, I mean, despite the fact that they don't have the whole spiky hair like in a way or the big old anime eyes, but they get the details of how the modern Japanese person would look like. But within our people, we look like some jigaboo ass beady eye type of motherfuckers. You get what I'm saying? On some Dragon Ball Z Piccolo type shit. You know, but it needs to focus on like what we listen to, some rap, some hip hop, some blues, something like that, you know? Like you don't know how much it can, like how black people can realize when they watch anime shows that relate to black people, and the ones who are into that love and hip hop and all that bullshit, and they saw on TV like, yo, this relates to us, and it's on that cartoon shit. And some of that stuff could be like serious or comedy, like just like on the Boondocks. Like, you know how so many black people watch the Boondocks and some of them don't even know what anime is, and some of them that do like anime, that's just one influence. If we get more than just those shows, it will serve so much for Japan, it will serve so much for the black community, that it will give us 10 times more respect if the developers or someone who's really open-minded to the American culture to take initiative. I'm not saying shows like Samurai Champloo didn't do an influence on our music. Like, I love what they did with their music. Like, I'm a fan of the Nujabes thing, you know? But in reality, that nobody's not listening to that. That's not the hip-hop that the modern age people will listen to. They need something that, like I said, relate. But I'm not saying it should all the way be dumbed down or whatever. If that's the decision, that's cool. But as long as it's good, as long as it's relatable in a way that is convincing towards other anime fans, then that's cool. But at the end of the day, it needs to be something that could be very interesting. And just like how you watch some superhero movies like on some Marvel or some DC type, you know, but again, to influence the black culture. That's just what I'm just saying, folks. If you agree or disagree, it's all good. So anyways, guys, I'm done here. Please leave your comments on the comment sections below. I'd like to know everybody else's opinion, all my anime fans out there, what y'all think, that if you're black or Latinos. And one last statement, I even think they should have a Latino anime. It could be Mexican, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Colombian, Brazilian. Shout out to all my Latinos in the world. You know, the minority type anime. You feel me? So anyways, guys, y'all know what to do. Comment, like, hit that bell icon, and subscribe to my channel. SBX, I'm out. Peace.